Andrews experiment for liquefaction of carbon dioxide. Andrew is a scientist who has done lot of experiments for the liquefaction of different types of gases. One such experiment which we are discussing here is about liquefaction of carbon dioxide gas. What he has taken is, he has taken the carbon dioxide gas in a container, in a large container, taken the carbon dioxide gas with a piston. Now what you will do is, you will be applying pressure on this particular gas, moving from low pressure condition to the high pressure conditions. You are going to apply the pressure, such that the gas which is present over here will continuously undergo compression, undergoes the compression. When it continuously undergo the compression process, it is clearly understood the gas molecules move closer, molecules start to move closer to the distance of interaction, to the distance of interaction when sufficiently high pressure is approached, sufficiently high pressure is approached, the of gas liquefaction of gas starts. So what will happen in this particular case, if you try to understand this with graphical approach, I have taken pressure over here, volume here. If I consider at a very low pressure, let us start with the point A. At very low pressure and high volume, you can see the gas is occupying a high volume at very low pressure. Now if you are moving the gas from high volume to low volume, that means you are going towards the compression. Compression means to say increasing the pressure or decrease in the volume. You will see clearly the gas is undergoing the compression following gas laws from point A to B. You can see the gas behavior. What is the gas behavior? If I say pressure is inversely proportional to volume. Now if you draw the graph between pressure and volume, you will see a rectangular hyperbola which clearly indicates the behavior of a gas, and such type of behavior is observed over here from point A to B. As you are increasing the pressure, decreasing the volume, the process is undergoing compression. You can clearly see the behavior of the gas is retained from A to B. After certain point of time, now this particular gas starts to decrease its volume without changing the pressure. That means the pressure remains constant from B to C, indicates the pressure constant, the constant pressure at constant temperature indicates a gas and liquid equilibrium existing between the points B and C. That means both gas and liquid coexist in equilibrium. Both gas and liquid coexist in equilibrium with each other, and at this equilibrium, slowly the number of gas molecules, they start converting into the liquid molecules. When the gas molecules are converting into the liquid molecules, the number of gas molecules are decreasing and volume of gas is also decreasing, such that N by V ratio nearly remains constant. Therefore pressure remains constant at a given temperature. This is how we'll say the equilibrium is established between the gaseous phase and liquid phase from a region of B to C. After that, if you observe, a small change in the volume is going to lead a very high raise in the pressure. Let us consider some point D over here. This purely indicates the existence of liquid state. So the point A to B is indicating the existence of gas, B to C indicates the existence of gas and liquid, C to D existence of liquid, and this can be plotted for different temperatures. Starting from temperature T1, you can get a graph like this. Temperature T2, moving from temperature T1 to T2, T2 is greater than T1, increase in the temperature. Starting increasing the temperature further from T2 to Tc, you will observe the length of the horizontal portion decreases as we move to the higher temperatures. So the length of the horizontal portion, that means the biphase system, horizontal portion decreases with increase in temperature, and slowly at a point Tc called as critical temperature. At critical temperature, you will observe a single line. You will reach a point where up to that you see the existence of gas phase. From the point you see the existence of liquid phase. That means the two different phases will transform with the no interface existence that can be visible between the gas phase and liquid phase at a particular point. That means the boundary separation between gas and liquid can be completely scratched away, and that will be invisible at the point which is called as critical point. This point is called as critical point, where you cannot identify the boundary between the gas state and the liquid state, and anything above that, you can see the temperature T4, it is purely existing as gas. There will be no liquid formation existing, and this is what the curve which is called as Andrews experiment curve. You can see below Tc or at Tc, at or below temperature, at or below temperature of critical temperature, you can say liquid formation is possible. Liquid can be obtained, but above Tc it is not possible to achieve that particular conditions. This is Andrews experiment.